Hello Scorpio, Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is for the week ahead. Happy birthday Scorpio. How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. This time round we are going to do a 9-card draw for you Scorpio. And I am reading for the week ahead. So if you've never been here before, welcome. Happy birthday. And I'm always reading for the week ahead. So whether you get this reading today, tomorrow, or next year, because we're not all doing the same thing in our lives, right? So it cannot resonate for everybody. But if I do pick up on your energy, please let me know in the comments. And let me know when your birthday is, because I really would love to celebrate that with you. All right. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how to find the extended if you're interested in that, and also about private readings. Let's find out what's going on. We're going to do a 9-card draw. We are closing in on this veil being the thinnest between this world and the next. I'm telling you, I'm feeling all of it. Are you? I am feeling much clearer in my channel these days as we get closer to Samhain here. Let's find out what's going on for you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio, please. We've got the Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. It's always all three when we're in a general reading, but that is Cancer energy. And we've got the Ace of Swords. Somebody is going to be speaking up about something that is deeply emotional. It feels like some clarity needs to be brought to a situation that feels to be deeply emotional. But that being said, I don't feel like you really want to talk about it. I feel like it's something you feel has to be said, or some clarity needs to be brought to a subject. The subject could be about the workplace. The Hierophant is here, so it could be about clarity about doctrines. It could be clarity about what your path and your doctrine is. It could be about your stability or your security. It could be about something spiritual, of course, because the Hierophant is always about the higher self. And it does feel like someone here is needing to speak on how deeply emotional it is to be in this energy of the Hierophant. So I'm speaking to a Scorpio who I think is on their own path. And what I mean by that is like you feel sort of lonely on the path, but you know that the path that you're on is a one that you have to be on alone. And you are continuing to be on that path regardless of how hard it is to be alone on that path. I feel like you're on a spiritual awakening path. I feel like you just want to give people around you clarity or speak it aloud, say something regarding the commitment that you've made to your spiritual self or to your path or to doing the right thing. It's all very deeply emotional or deeply spiritual for you, Scorpio. We do have the King of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. You know, it literally looks like there are two people here who are literally mirroring each other. That's what it looks like here. But the King of Cups in the reverse is somebody who is deeply emotional, but is having a hard time containing those emotions. Emotions might be all over the place at this time. About something that is deeply emotional. Tell me more. Tell me more about Scorpio. We've got the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you are very close to the veil, Scorpio, or you're very close to this place in your life right now where it's really hard to continue to juggle things mentally, but also feeling everything so emotionally. It feels like all your nerve endings are sticking out, Scorpio. That everything that's going on in your life that you're juggling is really starting to get to you. I think that you're holding down a lot, that you've got a lot on your mind, that you're carrying a lot. But, you know, the Hierophant does carry a lot because the Hierophant is the bull, right? The big shoulders, the beast of burden, right? So like it's like the universe just keeps piling it on and you just keep juggling it. I feel like it's coming to this place where something deeply emotional possibly might be coming to the surface and you just might say something about it. We've got the Chariot. So it's a very careful balance for you And the Chariot is a lot of strength, the strength to keep disciplined. And I'm telling you, that is the thing that I really do admire about Scorpio sun. When Scorpio comes up in the rising and the moon, Venus or Jupiter, it's a very different feel to that energy, although very psychic. It's a different feel to that energy. But when it does come up in the sun, speaking to you, Scorpio suns, it is a very big balancing trick, I would say. You really do have to be disciplined in your emotions. You do have to be emotionally aware in order to just not let it fly. Look, I talk about being healed and being unhealed, and we're all on our way to learning about what that means, right? It's different for all of us. And I feel like I'm speaking to someone who, when they are feeling in this energy, the King of Cups in the reverse, they feel like they have no control over their emotions. And therefore, I'm juggling a lot of things right now mentally, and it feels like possibly it feels like this burst of energy to want to lash out is what this is feeling like. But you're fighting against it. I feel like you're keeping in control. You're keeping disciplined with your emotions. I feel like in order to be able to move forward, you know that you have to be stable and sturdy and stay on the path. It feels like you are struggling with your head over heart energy right now. You're really struggling with something that's deeply emotional for you, that you're trying to hold everything in line. You're trying to juggle everything. I really feel like there is some things that feel like they're bearing down on you, but you are like the bull, right? Like Taurus here, and you're carrying it all by yourself here. Tell me more about Scorpio, please. We've got the Three of Pentacles. This might have to do with your community. It could have to do with a partnership that you're in. It could have to do with a group of people, possibly the workplace. It is of an emotional nature for you. It feels like there is camaraderie or people coming together in a deep bond of some kind, and we're trying to hold it all together through reciprocity. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're trying to hold it all together through reciprocal energy. I feel like you're not feeling as though you have anything to give reciprocally at this time, because it feels like you're holding, like a lot is on top of you. You're holding up a lot. I just saw a picture of Atlas, right? Holding the world on their shoulders. And I feel like that's what you're doing right now, is you're holding something really incredibly deeply emotional. You're trying to hold yourself up at this time. I feel like it's the thing is I feel like you could lean on your community, but I don't think you want to, because that's also the plight of Scorpio. I can do it myself. Leave me alone. I can do it. I'm fine. I'm strong enough. I can carry it alone. And I feel like there is a special person in your life, or at least one other person that you can go to, that you have a deep bond with, whether it's platonic or romantic. And that person, I feel, is somebody who's in your community, or someone that you have a good partnership with, somebody who is possibly a friend or a friend of a friend. It feels like this person is somebody who is the one who would be able to help you carry some of this, or at least help you keep yourself in a disciplined sort of way, or keep yourself balanced in your emotions while you're feeling turbulence. The King of Cups in the reverse isn't necessarily keeping it all together. That's it's about ready to, when you pull the top off the bottle and all the fizzy stuff falls out. Like, that's what it feels like here. I'm going to put down a couple of cards here, what's under the surface. So what's under the surface is that your motor is running. There's something here you want to do. It's like you do want to lash out. You do want to get it done. I don't care what you say. I'm just going to go do it. It feels like you have the wisdom to know better, and you're trying to hold it in here. We've got the Four of Cups. So I think your comfort zone is holding back, is what it feels like, because you know the power and velocity of Scorpio sun. And it's not that this reading isn't for moon, rising, Venus, or Jupiter, but I am specifically feeling like it could maybe be a rising, but it does feel like a sun. We've got the Fool energy here. under the Fool is the Hanged Man. Well, doesn't that say it all? It feels like hurry up and wait, or it feels like I'm in a pause, but I really just want to take the leap of faith. It feels like there is if there's some angst or energy that is possibly angry a little bit or a little bit frustrated that I can't move forward, and I want to move forward. I feel like if I do, I'm just going to lose my crap everywhere. That's what it feels like here. Let's clarify a little bit. Find out what else is going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Scorpio, you also have Mercury in your sign right now. We are in the pre-shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. Mercury is going to go into retrograde, and it's going to be, I think, around the 9th or something. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But we're in the pre-shadow phase, which can be a pretty rocky phase. And so this King of Cups coming up in the reverse is right on brand here for what's going on, because there is all the stuff that's going on in the mind. I feel like your mind is working overtime right now, Scorpio. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. What is Scorpio all up in their head about here? It feels like you want to say something, because you know that if you say it, there will be clarity if you say it out loud, but I feel like you want to keep it under the surface. I don't know how much longer you're going to be able to, though, because the Two of Pentacles is here. It feels like it's taking you a lot of energy in the present moment to keep everything under wraps, and I think that eventually you end up losing your crap anyway in front of somebody, because the King of Cups is in the reverse. I think you're sort of keeping the lid on it at this moment because the Queen of Cups is here. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. What's this? We've got the Six of Wands. We've got the King of Pentacles. And we've got the Eight of Cups. So I feel like the Ace of Swords is telling me with the Six of Wands that when you do say something, you're going to say it in a group of people, or everyone's going to hear it, or you want everyone to hear it. The Six of Wands is about getting a lot of attention or being in the spotlight, but it's also about coming from the fight or the war. So it feels like you're in a tug of war with yourself, and that you are looking for victory. You're looking for velocity to move forward. I just want to get out of this place of angst. It feels like you're in the middle between here and there. You're in the in-between, and you're juggling everything. That's what it feels like here. So the Six of Wands, it makes me feel like when you do say something, heads turn and everybody listens. The spotlight's on you, and you're going to say it loud. It feels like you've come to a place here where you really have been holding everything. It feels like time, energy, effort, money, the job, the kids, the house, the mortgage. It feels like you just can't put one more thing on your plate, and all you want to do is detach and get out of your emotions, because you know that that's a dangerous place for you to be. Because when you start expressing your emotions in words, it can be a little bit volatile. It can be a little bit overbearing if whomever is around you is not ready for it. I feel like you're trying to stay in your Hierophant energy, this place where you're trying to stay loyal and solid, and I'm trying to keep it all together. I'm trying to keep in this traditional structure I've built for myself. It does feel like there is, I'm going to say it almost feels like there's a hole in the boat, and something is going to be leaking in soon. Like we're going to be dealing in a panic situation very soon. The Chariot and the Hierophant energy is giving this, I'm keeping everything on my shoulders, but I don't know how much longer I can hold all this up with this discipline here. Tell me about the Hierophant. We've got the Five of Cups. We've got the Six of Swords. And we've got the Two of Swords. So I feel like you are about to make a decision. The decision comes on the heels of something that I feel you're very regretful or very emotionally sad about. It feels like this Six of Swords energy is telling me that this is a very chaotic place that you're in right now. The Five of Cups and the Six of Swords is giving me the mixed energy of the King of Cups in the reverse. I need to move away from this situation. I need to get distance between me and the situation that's upsetting me, because I have to make some sort of decision, and I have to make it in a very pentacle way with the Hierophant being here. I need to make it in a way that is solid and grounded and dependable, and I need to make this decision with precision and practicality. So I feel like the reason that you're trying to stay out of your feelings is because there is some sort of a practical decision you need to make. I think that in this moment, the practical decision is that you need to put some distance between yourself and whatever is upsetting you. Let's look at the King of Cups in the reverse. The King of Cups is Scorpio energy. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer here. It feels like you could be mirroring someone who you are. Oh yeah, that could be it too. Charlie was just saying, but what if you're psychic? So I feel like there is somebody here who might be in psychic energy, and for you, you would definitely be taking on the energy of someone who is deeply empathic or psychic. And so the King of Cups being in the reverse, I'm looking at these two kind of being mirror images of each other, but this King of Cups tells me that maybe you've just taken on too much emotionally here. Tell me about the King of Cups in the reverse. Why is the King of Cups in the reverse? We've got the Five of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Cups. It feels to me like you're having a rough time financially at this time. It feels like it might have to do with your house, your home, or your health. It feels like one of those three things. And it feels as though you're taking care of a lot of people around you, that maybe you provide for a lot of people around you. The Five of Pentacles is telling me that there is some sort of an impact that's happening. And not only is it happening in your material world, so material wealth, maybe it's your job. It feels like it's not only impacting your material wealth, but it's also impacting you emotionally. It feels like it is something that you have been toggling back and forth and back and forth. I feel like on the surface, you're giving everybody this face, the Three of Cups face. I think you're like, don't worry about it. I don't think I've ever met a Scorpio who didn't say, oh, but there's got to be somebody out there that has it worse than me. It feels like that on the surface, I would say, because this is the last card I'm putting down and it's on top of all of the other cards, it feels like on the surface you're in the Three of Cups energy. So when you go out with friends, or when you go out for dinner, or when you see other people on the street or at work, I feel that you are saying, oh, it's fine, everything's fine. But I feel like you're really sort of on the edge of kind of losing it because of something that's going on in your material world, or has been impacting your material wealth or your health. Tell me what you've been holding up here. Let's see what the Two of Pentacles has to say. We've got the Judgment card here. There is a big decision that you have to make here, and you keep going back and forth and back and forth. And I feel like, I don't think you want to make that decision under duress, but I think that you might end up making that decision under duress, because I feel like you're about ready to explode at this point, because it is something that is quite heavy. You're carrying something that is quite heavy and trying to keep everything in balance, trying to keep it all the balls in the air. Look at that. The Two of Pentacles ends up coming out on the Two of Pentacles saying, I said what I said. So the Four of Wands is here with the Judgment card. I feel like somebody's making a really difficult choice about selling their home or trying to gain order in their home. It feels like we need stability and happiness, but here I am holding all the pentacles and I'm shut off and shut down. I just don't have any more to give. The Judgment card is telling me that this might be something that you put on the back burner, that you weren't necessarily paying attention to, that you didn't want to have to deal with because you knew that it was going to make you overly emotional. With the Judgment card here, this is something that keeps coming back around to you. This is something that keeps showing up. It just won't go away. It keeps showing up every few years, it could be, because we do have pentacles here, Four Pentacles, maybe every 4 years it keeps showing up, or something that goes away and then you have relief, but then it comes back again, like a flare-up of something. So it could be financial, it could be at your workplace, it could be your health. But it feels like you need to take care of it, my friend, because it keeps coming back and it will continue to come back until you decide how you're going to make a decision to get your stability or take care of it. We do have Two of Pentacles, which is making a decision, a solid decision in the Pentacle world. There is some sort of an opportunity here that you will have to call in some friends who really love you, who are going to help you keep balance. And I feel like there is a leap of faith that you have to make here, but you've been stalling. I feel like you're in this place where you haven't yet gained enough perspective to be able to take the leap of faith into whatever it is that you've got to do. We're going to check into more of this in the extended. If you'd like to be in the extended, please come there with us. There is a link at the very top of all of the comments here. There's one comment up there that I've pinned, and it tells you how to get to the membership area if you're interested in this extended Scorpio. You can get 4 there per month for the price that you do sign up for. If you are interested in purchasing just this one outright, there's a link there for that as well. If you're interested in a private reading, if this sounds like your reading and you're interested to know if this is your reading, please contact me by clicking on the link to Hypsee. I do pre-recorded readings. Right now there is a sale, and only until the 31st, and you will get 10% off of any of the reading prices that I have there. You'll get that on checkout. Also, if you're interested in talking to me over the phone or via video, then please look at the live readings. There is a schedule. You can schedule me anytime in the time frames that are there, and if you schedule ahead of time, if you do that, then you will get a discount anywhere between 5 and 75% off. All right, so I'm going to go into the extended. We are looking at the Ten of Pentacles. Look, I feel like this is an optimal outcome. Something in the future is going to be healed. It looks like it might be a financial, or it could be a long-term relationship. Somebody might be having relationship issues. Something that is going to be healed for a long time, but you've got to put a stop to it right now before it gets any worse and turns into a tower. You've got to make sure that you put the hard work in on something to stop it in its tracks before it gets any bigger. If you stop it in its tracks and heal it, Four of Swords, it's going to go in the right direction. Otherwise, this could be a little bit of a shit show for you if you just let it go on the way it is. If you'd like to come into the extended, you know what to do. That's where we'll be. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Scorpio, take care of yourself. I'm going to go for now. Bye-bye.